This locked door is real, and for most beginners, cloud engineer is the wrong first target. The fastest paths are usually support for the easiest entry, systems administration for the best overall bridge, cloud ops for the closest direct path, and network support as the sleeper pick almost nobody gives enough respect. So this is not one of those videos that pumps you up, hands you a giant checklist, and quietly sends you back into the same bad plan. This is a decision guide built to show you the 4 jobs that get you into cloud faster. The wrong first target can burn months or even years while you stack skills employers never asked you to stack all at once. By the end, you will know which lane fits your background and which lane gives you the cleanest shot at cloud later. Stay until the end, because the final filter will make your next move much clearer than most cloud advice ever does. Cloud is still growing, but the simple story about how to break into it is the part that broke. Companies still need people who can keep systems running, fix messy problems, handle access issues, and stay calm when things fail at the worst time. The problem is that beginner advice still treats cloud engineer like one clean starter job with one clean study path and one clean interview story. In real life, that title usually means operations, security, networking, automation, troubleshooting, and reliability all smashed into one target. So when smart people study hard and still get filtered out, it is often not a work ethic problem. It is a target problem. They aimed at the loudest title instead of the role that gets them real production exposure faster. That is why the smarter move is a bridge role, which means a job that gets you close to the work cloud teams already trust and already need. A real bridge role puts you near troubleshooting, permissions, operating systems, networking, logs, alerts, documentation, and cross-team communication. In plain English, it gets you close to real systems, real incidents, and real accountability before you ever need the cloud engineer label. That matters because job titles change from company to company, and the same job can sound tiny at one company and impressive at another. So do not judge the role by the label alone. Judge it by the problems you will get paid to solve every week. Every job in this video passes through the same 4 filters, which are ease of entry, closeness to cloud, proof value, and long-term upside. The first bridge role is technical support, IT support, or help desk, and this is the widest door on the list. It is not glamorous, which is exactly why so many beginners ignore it while waiting for a more exciting title that never comes. Support teaches you how to stay calm, ask better questions, test one thing at a time, document clearly, and solve the problem in front of you without creating 3 more. You also start learning devices, operating systems, user accounts, permissions, basic networking, and how real people describe technical pain when they do not know the right words. That makes support one of the easiest ways for career changers to enter real tech work if their background is customer service, retail, hospitality, teaching, or another people-heavy job. If your resume already shows patience, communication, and follow-through, support can turn those strengths into believable technical proof much faster than most flashy cloud plans. That is why support is often the best first move for people who think they are behind when they are really just aiming at the wrong door. But support only becomes a cloud bridge if you push it beyond the basic ticket loop. If all you do is reset passwords, close easy cases, and avoid ugly issues, your story will stay too thin to move you where you want to go. The move is to lean toward identity problems, SSO issues, admin tasks, simple scripting, escalation ownership, and anything that exposes you to systems behind the screen. That is where you build the habits weak cloud candidates usually do not have, like clean notes, careful thinking, and good judgment under pressure. A strong support story sounds like someone who solved confusing problems, protected the process, and made things better without creating new risk. That kind of proof lands much harder than saying you are passionate about cloud and listing random labs no one asked for. Support is not magic, but when you treat it like a launchpad instead of a waiting room, it can take you much farther than people expect. The second bridge role is network support, junior network admin, or NOC work, and this path is a hidden weapon for the right kind of person. Cloud still runs on network logic, even when the platform wraps it in cleaner names and prettier dashboards. If you understand DNS, routing, VPNs, firewalls, load balancing, segmentation, and latency, a huge piece of cloud stops feeling confusing. That is because many cloud problems are really traffic problems, trust problems, or path problems wearing a cloud badge. This lane is great for people who enjoy asking why one system cannot reach another, why a name will not resolve, or why the same app works from one place but fails from another. The carryover into cloud is direct because the same thinking shows up in VPCs, VNets, peering, private links, security groups, ingress rules, egress rules, and hybrid connectivity. If your brain naturally likes connection puzzles, this role can make you cloud-ready faster than someone who only memorized service names. The third bridge role is systems administrator or infrastructure administrator, and for many people, this is the best overall bridge on the board. A real sysadmin deals with servers, patching, permissions, backups, monitoring, upgrades, uptime, and the ugly truth that systems fail at the worst possible time. That maps directly to cloud operations because cloud does not remove admin work, and it just changes where that work happens and how fast it moves. This lane also teaches the hybrid reality most companies live in, where on-prem and cloud are not separate worlds, but one connected mess. Hiring managers trust people who have touched real infrastructure, owned real incidents, and learned what reliability feels like when something important breaks. So, if your current work already touches Microsoft 365, Active Directory, virtualization, backups, server support, or patch management, this may be your strongest next step. A real sysadmin is often much closer to useful cloud work than someone with perfect cloud labs and zero production scars. The fourth bridge role is cloud support, cloud administrator, or cloud ops, and this is the closest direct bridge to the title most people actually want. This lane is not easy, but it is powerful because the work already sits close to cloud incidents, cloud services, and cloud troubleshooting every day. The daily work usually looks like cases, logs, command line work, service settings, network issues, root cause thinking, documentation, and calm communication when something important is broken. It is the strongest fit for people who already have some support, systems, or network basics and want a tighter line into cloud itself. This path also changes how you think because it forces you to stop talking about cloud like a shiny concept and start treating it like a living environment that can fail, recover, scale, and confuse people. That mindset matters because cloud operations rewards calm, clarity, and troubleshooting more than buzzwords and fantasy titles. If you can get into this lane, it is often the fastest honest bridge into cloud without pretending you are already a cloud engineer. So now comes the real question, because 4 good options still leave you stuck if you never sort yourself honestly. If you are coming from customer service, retail, hospitality, education, or non-tech operations, support is usually the best first move because it turns people skills into technical proof quickly. If you already enjoy home labs, router problems, DNS rabbit holes, Wi-Fi weirdness, or figuring out why systems cannot connect, network support is probably your lane. If your current work already touches Microsoft 365, Active Directory, backups, patching, servers, or small business infrastructure, systems administration is likely the smartest bridge. If you already have some hands-on AWS, Azure, or GCP exposure, and you are comfortable troubleshooting under pressure, cloud support or cloud ops may be the sharper jump. Pick the lane that matches your starting assets, not the lane that sounds the most impressive to strangers. Drop your lane in the comments with your current background, because saying it out loud often makes the right next step easier to see. If you want the quick ranking, support usually wins on ease of entry, cloud ops usually wins on closeness to cloud, and systems administration usually wins on best overall balance. Network support is the sleeper pick because it can make you unusually strong in cloud faster than many people expect. That means there is no single best first job for everyone, but there is a best first job for you. If you are starting from almost zero technical experience, support is often the smartest door because it gets you into real problems fast. If you already have a small technical base, systems or network roles can build stronger proof and make your later move into cloud look more believable. If you already have both basics and troubleshooting discipline, cloud support can shorten the distance even more. That ranking is not meant to sound clever, and it is meant to keep you from wasting another year on the wrong target. Once you choose a lane, your proof needs to match that lane, because random labs do not create a clear hiring story. In the support lane, the best proof is documented troubleshooting stories, admin exposure, clean escalations, and examples where you solve the right problem instead of the loudest one. In the network lane, the best proof is connectivity troubleshooting, DNS or firewall examples, VPN fixes, monitoring work, and clear explanations of what failed and how you verified the fix. Notice how both of those proof types sound like work, not homework, and that difference matters more than people think. They show judgment, reliability, and the ability to think in steps when something confusing happens. They also make interviews easier because a strong story is easier to trust than a broad claim about passion, grind, or hustle. One role-aligned proof asset beats a pile of unrelated projects almost every single time. In the systems lane, your proof should sound like backups, patching, access control, monitoring, small automation wins, migration help, and changes that made things more stable. In the cloud support lane, your proof should sound like command line investigation, log analysis, service troubleshooting, incident write-ups, and simple automation or infrastructure as code that solved a real issue. This is where many people get lost because they think bigger proof always means bigger projects and louder buzzwords. Usually, the better proof is smaller, clearer, and tied to one real problem with a clean explanation of what changed. Hiring managers do not need you to build a giant fake company in a lab over one weekend and then pray they are impressed. They need believable signs that you can be useful inside a real team where mistakes have costs and handoffs matter. Build proof that sounds like real work, and your resume starts making much more sense. Now, let's hit the mistakes that keep smart people stuck longer than necessary. The first mistake is chasing vanity titles instead of responsibility overlap, because the cooler name is not always the smarter first move. The second mistake is trying to learn AWS, Azure, GCP, Kubernetes, Python, Linux, security, DevOps, and AI, all at the same time, which feels ambitious, but usually destroys focus. The third mistake is switching lanes every few weeks because every new video makes a different path look easier, faster, or more exciting. Busy feels like progress because it gives you more tabs, more courses, and more things to buy, but useful is what employers actually reward. Beginners hear cloud engineer and imagine salary, remote work, status, and freedom. But employers hear cloud engineer and imagine outages, permissions, networking, automation, and risk. Focus looks boring from the outside, but it is what turns one bridge role into proof, one proof set into interviews, and one interview into momentum. So here is the final filter, and this is the part that needs to stick after the video ends. The best first cloud job is not the flashiest title, the dream salary, or the role that makes the cleanest headline on LinkedIn. It is the role that gets you closest to real systems, real incidents, real permissions, and real accountability in the shortest believable path. For some people, that path starts in support. For some, it starts in network support. For some, it starts in systems administration. And for some, it starts in cloud ops. If you are honest about your starting assets, the right bridge role usually becomes obvious much faster than people expect. Then your study gets lighter, your projects get sharper, and your job search stops looking like a random pile of effort. Pick one bridge role, build proof around that role, and cloud stops feeling like a wish and starts feeling like a plan. A lot of the conversations here are about building skills and making intentional career moves. That same theme shows up in a small shop I run with merch centered on tech culture and professional and personal growth. It's meant for people who take their work seriously but don't need to broadcast it loudly. Wearing something like that can be a small reminder of why you started. Some people find that motivating in day-to-day work life. The shop is linked in the description if you want to see what's there. Found this valuable? Watch our playlists for more practical, expert-level insights on digital transformation and leading your career into the next era of growth. And don't forget to share this video with anyone who needs a clearer strategy. Knowledge is power, and the more people who understand this, the more successful your organization will be. Simplify the tech, amplify the impact.